Well, it's me again, and this is my podcast, And My World, where I take you along on an adventure where we get to explore everything and anything that goes on in my mind. Oh boy, is it random, is it crazy, it's nuts, it's all over the place. So grab yourself a cup of coffee and let's have a good time. Oh, good morning, my friends. Good morning. I hope for you it's a good morning. This is podcast 47. Believe that? Do you? 47. Number 45. I forgot to put the number 45 on the screen, and so there's two of them that look like 44. Yeah. So, we had a bunch of snow the other day, and yesterday most of it melted off, and guess what it's doing right now? I came downstairs at 5 o'clock this morning. It was great. The stars were out. Everything was looking great. Now, it's snowing again. Yeah. And I've been told that we're supposed to get another 6 or so inches. But, you can be told all day long. It doesn't mean it's going to be true. So, who knows, but it is what it is. So I got my coffee today. And the question is, will my truck unlock? There we go. Got my coffee today, and it's really good. I got this at a place called Winco, this particular coffee. It is a, what flavor is this? This is the peanut butter something or another. Peanut butter something or another. I think it's just a peanut butter flavored coffee. And not normally like a peanut butter cup. But that's not normally something that I would be going for. I'm not a big fan necessarily of like peanut butter unless it's I think I like the Reese's peanut butter little M&M-y things. But peanut butter flavored coffee. Now that's different. All right, let's see if we can get this thing to start. Oh, now that's a good sign. Now if we can keep it running. Oh. So, you and I, we've been through a lot recently. Well, I've been through a lot recently, and I'm hoping that y'all have been with me this whole time. Let's see. It's 7 minutes after 7. And if you're new to my channel, I just want to say welcome to my channel. Make yourself comfortable. This is my podcast and my world. Or my world and my podcast. Yeah, whatever. It's Graham's world. My way of thinking. So I've been asked to do a couple of different topics. I did water fasting and a bunch of like other little stuff here and there recently, but I've been asked to do some other little topics and no specifics, and that's kind of where I'm like, all right, you know what? I love the controversial. Controversial's fun, but I think I need to get away from the controversial just for a little while, just for my own sanity. So, well, you know what? Let's just get into this one. I've been trying, or I should say, we've been trying to buy a house for a little while now, and it's just this ongoing process. And it's crazy. Well, we put our application in for a loan just recently here. Last Sunday, we put our application in. And on Monday, we got a response stating that our credit wasn't good enough for a loan. And I'm just like, are you freaking kidding me? Really? Okay. And then I called him last night, and he's like, well, if you just do this one thing, it'll bump you up 13 points and you'll be able to get a loan. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it. So in order to get bumped up 13 points, I got to spend $275. So that is what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna make a contribution, if you will, and hopefully get this thing bumped up. It's the whole thing is quite frustrating. It really is. I am so not an advocate for credit. The way the system works is just so annoying, because it seems like one moment your credit is great, and then a couple hours later or a day later, and your credit is absolute shizzle. I mean, it's like, yeah. I'm kind of, to be honest with you, I'm kind of tired and I'm burned out. We've been literally fighting since 2007 to buy a house, and I'm no closer to buying a house today than I was back in 2007. That's 11 years. I've been trying to buy a freaking house for 11 years, and I'm no better off. It's a pain in the ass, to say the least. It's depressing. My wife and I, we both have been very much in the dumps emotionally over this. We just so burned out. We've been working so hard and trying so hard and sacrificing so much for this, and it just seems like, I don't know. And we've been down this road before. That's the other part of this that really sucks, is we bent over backwards. Every time we try to run for credit and get a house, we bend over backwards, and we do every single thing they ask of us. The market right now is definitely in the seller's position. The neighbor house went up for sale on Tuesday, and it's already got a sold sign on it, just that fast. And we asked them, when they put it up on Tuesday, we says, how long do you think it'll be before the house is sold? And the guy's like, well, it'll probably be 2 or 3 weeks. And we're like, oh, okay, a couple of weeks? That's not bad, not bad. No, it already had an offer put on it. So on Tuesday, midday is when it went on the market. By Tuesday afternoon, it already had an offer on it. Okay, we're talking about 4 o'clock. By Wednesday morning, they had 12 offers on the house, and they took one. That fast. Boom, they took the highest one. And I'm just like, how do you buy a house? How the hell do you buy a house? I mean, the odds of buying a house, 12 to 1 that you're even gonna frickin' have your offer looked at. What the hell? Oh, this is I really don't feel, doesn't feel right. I don't think, even if we got a loan, even if we got approved for a loan, the chances of buying a house, this is like a roller coaster. an absolute roller coaster. And this is crazy. I mean, it's so difficult to get into a home these days. Especially if you don't have a house already. I don't think, you know what, people that have bought their first home 25, 30 years ago, I don't think they have any idea how hard it is to get into a house. I don't think they have any idea. My parents, you know, they were kind of in my situation when they went to buy their house 38 years ago. Okay, almost 40 years ago. But they had a guy that owned the home, the house that they were buying it. And he co-signed for my parents. It is so unheard of. But he co-signed for my parents so they could buy his house. That's amazing. But if he would never have co-signed for my parents, they never would have been able to buy a home. You know, just got to get your foot in the door. And to get your foot in the door, you really, these days, you have to have help, or you have to have a shizzle ton of money and perfect credit. And I have been playing this credit game since I was 18 years old. And it doesn't seem to matter. It's just, the odds are always against you. They say, oh, well, don't use on your credit cards. Don't ever use more than 30% of your credit card. Keep it under 30%. Okay. Then you got other people that say, you know, hold a balance. Then you got people that say, oh, no, don't hold a balance. Pay it off every single month in full. I mean, I've done all of it. I've done all of it, and it doesn't make any difference. It doesn't work. None of it works. You know, your credit might spike, and then all of a sudden, it just falls to the ground again. You know, people are like, oh, buy a car and be making payments on a car. That'll help boost your credit. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I've been buying a car on credit since I was 17 years old. I have refinanced cars multiple times just so that I'm constantly paying for a car, so that my credit is supposed to be looking good. It's ridiculous, because my credit doesn't look any bit better, and I've probably spent, well, my van that I just gave to my brother, I probably bought that car 5 times over. I bought it in 2006? And I've always had been making payments on it since the day I bought it. And I paid, the first time, I paid it off in 2 years. Boom, paid off. And I says, oh my gosh, I've got to, you know, because you're told, you got to be making payments on a car. It shows that you know how to make payments. It shows that you know how to do this and do that, and blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't really do anything for your credit. Not really. I mean, I'm looking at it and I'm like, wow. I mean, it doesn't matter how good I am at it. Like, I'm over it. I'm over it. I am going to bend over backwards and do everything I can, but I'm not going to kill myself here. I just don't have it. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I'm just been fighting for so long, and here's the thing that sucks. It doesn't seem as if anybody ever cares. They don't care what you've done or what you've gone through. They don't have any give a shit. Our loan officer that we're going through right now could care less about us. He's like, your credit's not good enough for a home loan. Oh. No phone call, no nothing for a week. No nothing. I mean, it's just... I get on the phone with him, I start asking questions. How can I do this? What can I do? And he's doing everything he can in his power to hang up with me so that he can go take a conference call, or he's got someone else on the other line, or he's got this or got that. There's always one excuse or another why he doesn't want to frickin' talk to me. And it's not just him. It's like that. Same exact experience with our last loan officer that we were dealing with. They don't care. You're not a heavy hitter. You're not going to be buying a $500,000 house, and they're not going to get the commission on it, so what do they give a shit? Look, at this point in time, I'll take anything. I'll take anything. Even if I have to frickin' buy a house in Spokane and it's a condo, I don't care. I'll take anything at this point. I am not picky. Because at least if I get something right now, at least I know for a fact that I've got something. In 2 years' time, I can buy another house, I guess. I can rent this one out, and we'll just spend the next 2 years busting our asses to make sure this thing gets paid. Pay it off. I mean, if I have to, I'll get a $600 mortgage, and I'll pay $1,600 on it. I mean, I'll spend $2,000 a month to pay the mortgage off. I don't give a crap. I'll do whatever it takes. And see, that's the thing. I have so much time to make up for. I have 11 years to make up for. I have to buy at least 5 houses in the next 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, in order to be where the hell I was before. Because that was the plan. In 2007, we were going to buy a house. 2 years later, we were going to move out and go buy another house and rent out the one that we just bought. And we were going to do that every 2 years. Move out and buy another house. Move out, buy another house. And then every year, we have another rental. Or every 2 years, we have another rental. That was the plan. But we could never get our foot in the door. And we were approved. We were approved for $150,000. We were approved. We found the house. We were putting an offer on the house, and they said, nope. Nope, can't do it. Market crashed, and now the credit score requirements are higher, so we got to run your credit again. And they knew that we weren't going to qualify. Anyways. Oh, the buy-in experience. Woohoo! Stay tuned, y'all. Have yourselves a fantastic rest of the day. I love you all so very much. And until next time, like always, bye for now.
This has been a Graham's World broadcast brought to you directly from Graham's mind. So stay tuned because there's more to come.